You know, what a day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. You know, I always acknowledge my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, because he said if you don't acknowledge him, he's not going to acknowledge you. And I come knocking on him to let me in. And I also acknowledge my wife Julie, wherever she's at, because she's in this race with me. And it's an interesting race. It's an interesting race because, you know, the guy I'm running against, they told me that he spent $54 million against me already. Can you believe that? And the race is still virtually tied, or I'm in the lead. Which means God may be speaking. But I've been telling this little story, and I'm going to tell it here too because this is relevant. It's about this man that died and went to heaven a little early. He died and went to heaven a little early, and when he got to the pearly gates, St. Peter says, "Sir, you're here a little early right now. So your name ain't on the road." But he said, "You're the only one in history that get an opportunity to decide where you want to go. I'm going to take you to heaven and I'm going to take you to hell, and you get to decide what you want to do." So he puts him in this elevator and he takes him all the way down to hell. And when they get to hell, the doors open up. And there's a party going on. There's people having a good time. There's music playing. He sees some of his friends down there and he's having a great time. And after a couple of hours, St. Peter came to him and said, "Hey, we got to leave now." He said, "Wait, I got to go. He said, "Yes, you got to go. You got to make a decision." So he puts him in his elevator. He takes him all the way up to heaven. They get up to heaven and there's people having a good time. They're just talking, floating around on clouds. The weather's nice. After a couple of hours, St. Peter came to him and said, "Have you made your mind up? Have you made your mind up?" And the guy said, "Well, St. Pete, I hate to tell you this. I think I want to go to hell." He said, "Are you sure?" He said, "Yeah, I want to go to hell. That seems like my type of place." St. Peter said, "Okay." Then he puts him in his elevator, takes him all the way down to hell. And now the doors open up and it is hot. People are crying, they're screaming, they're just looking miserable. And the guy goes, wait a minute. A couple of hours ago when I was here, they was having a party. Satan shows up and says, "A couple of hours ago I was campaigning." And the reason I keep telling that story, is the left and the guy I'm running against is campaigning right now. He's trying to take you down in that elevator. He's trying to tell you that you got to get really used to the new normal. The new normal is going to have these terrible economy. This economy is going to be like this. And I'm telling you, no, it's not. It's not going to. We don't have to take this. He's trying to tell you that crime is the way it is right now. So no, it's not. He's trying to bring wokeness in our military. I'm like, no, you don't have to. He also has disrespected our police. And now people want to know what's really happening. I'll tell you what's happening. We've elected the wrong person at the table who's making a deal for us. Because he's not making a deal for us, he's making a deal for Joe Biden. And let me tell you what, I love Georgia. And I decided to run because I'm a warrior for God. You think I want to be a politician? I'm not a politician. But what I do know, these are God's people here. And right now, we got a wolf in sheep's clothing telling you that get used to the new normal. Get used to it. I'm telling you, don't. They saying that we're a racist, terrible country. I'm telling you, no, we're not. We have our problems, but we can solve those problems together. You know, the guy I'm running against said, "Hey, America, you need to get used to his whiteness." I'm like, have you read the 14th Amendment in the Constitution? It says every man to be treated fair. That may be America's apology. But what he want to do is he want to divide us, separate us, because of the color of your skin. And he's in a church of a man that says not the color of your skin, but the content of your character. And all he talks about is the color of your skin. I'm here to tell you, God don't see the color of your skin, he sees your heart. And that's what we got to know. against called our law enforcement thugs, said that they're bullies. Then all of a sudden you hear all this defund the police. That's a dumb idea, wasn't it? Yeah. Oh, wait, that's not politically correct. That's not politically correct. That's a stupid idea. Defund the police. Everyone likes to be treated fair. Everyone likes to be treated with safety. But yet we've disrespected our law enforcement. We call them names. Now this is the toughest time to be in law enforcement. We got to support our men and women in blue. Because everybody want to go home safe. Everybody want to go home safe. I tell this story about a couple of weeks ago. I was leaving the campaign office. And it was starting to get dark outside. And as I was leaving the office, I saw that the police officer had stopped this car. I still remember the car. The car was white with dark windows. And all of a sudden, as the officer was getting out of the car, when we were driving by, my heart started to flutter. I started getting nervous because of all of these iPhones that all they do is videotape someone getting injured. Never trying to help, never trying to do anything. Well, I started getting nervous because of it. And I said, wait a minute, maybe we need to reform the police. And I said, no. Why don't we reform the citizen? To show respect to them too. They have a family. They want to go home safe just like you do. But yet we put people in office that disrespect our law enforcement. And now they want to change it. They want to change it now. They're saying fund the police. But I'm telling you, they don't respect the police. All they want to do is get your vote. All they want to do is get you down in that elevator telling you these lies. Well, you know the reason I'm running, I'm saying, hey, I'm going to put a stop to it. It's time somebody put a stop to it.